So here recently, getting on Twitter, I've been hearing the terms map or maps. And at first, I didn't know what the hell maps was. I will be totally honest. I didn't know what it meant. I just kind of assumed people were just talking about Google Maps. So whenever I seen, somebody talk about maps, I just kind of just scrolled through it without even reading it. Because I was like, why the hell is everybody talking bad about, maps, about the globe, about the world, about like all that shit, right? That was my initial thought. And after just seeing it so much, it finally got to a point to where I was like, what the hell? Why the hell is everybody throwing diss on maps, right? Why is everybody hating on maps? And then finally, I decided to, look into it and figure out what the hell a map is. And a map is actually a minor attracted person. And that's also known as a pedophile. And get this. This ain't even the worst of it, alright? This ain't. Normally, this is how I've always envisioned, somebody who's a pedophile. Somebody who's a pedophile is somebody who's normally, not open to talk about how they feel about other people in sexual ways. And that's kind of a given because, pedophilia is something that's not accepted and it should never be accepted. But these people on Twitter, get this, these quote-unquote maps are people that actually take pride in it. They take pride in being pedophiles. They take pride in being sexually attracted to children. And by taking pride, they like to put things in, their description, their Twitter display name, their Twitter username, showing, hey, they're a map, right? AKA, they're a pedophile. They'll do things like, put it in their description, saying, "Hey, look, pedophile right here, yeah." And I'm happy about it. I love children. They're just so sexually attractive. And you're probably thinking, well, Jesus Christ, they couldn't do anything worse than this. They couldn't do anything worse than taking pride in it by putting it in, their display name, their actual username, putting in the description, tweeting about it. No, they can't go any worse than that. Well, I've got some news for you. They can. I have heard some of them try to make statements that, pedophiles or pedophilia is actually a sexuality when it's not. It's a psychiatric disorder. You can just kind of do like a quick Google search and you can see that pedophilia is not a sexuality. It's just known as, as a psychiatric disorder, right? So, they try to claim that it's a sexuality, and upon doing so, some of them believe that they're a part of the LGBTQ community, that pedophilia, is a sexuality, and that, they are a part of the LGBTQ community. But get this, LGBTQ community doesn't accept them. So, the ones that I guess have accepted the fact that, the LGBTQ community doesn't accept pedophiles or pedophilia as a sexuality, they decided to, create their own pride flag. A lot of these people, a lot of these pedophiles or maps, just whatever the hell you want to call them, they put this pride flag in both their cover photo on their Twitter account as well as their actual profile picture. They decided to put this fucking pride flag in here to show that, they show pride in pedophilia as well. They show pride in them being a pedophile as well. And then they've also decided to create their own hashtag, right? Their own fucking hashtag. And that hashtag, if you want to go look it up on Twitter, you can. It is hashtag map positivity. Map being MAP, and then positivity being POSITIVITY. Jesus, that was kind of hard to say, man. But whenever you look up this hashtag itself, you will, obviously get a mix of different things. The first real thing that I noticed was some guy, some girl, somebody posting up online saying that they were thinking about children that morning. It was a really weird tweet. It had like a picture of like an anime character or something like that. I've also seen, posts by these maps or pedophiles, making jokes and, poking fun at themselves for being a pedophile. I've seen things like that. I've even seen tweets of these pedophiles where they are boasting about everything, saying that they have like the greatest life ever, yada, 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 like that. When in reality, I really doubt that they do. I see some people on there, replying to a lot of these tweets that I have mentioned, and a lot of the replies aren't normally friendly replies. And understandably so, because if you're taking pride in being sexually attracted to children, you know, pedophiles or pedophilia, you're probably not going to get a lot of, you know, positive feedback. Now, I could actually go into, you know, this not positive feedback. I could actually, you know, discuss some of the tweets or the replies that I've seen to some of these tweets, because I'll be honest, I read some of these and I actually kind of fucking laughed. I gave it a light chuckle because I actually found some of these replies somewhat humorous. For instance, I actually seen a tweet that had a picture, and the picture was actually a stick man pointing at the pedophiles' pride flag, and it says, "Oh, look, a map. I wonder where it leads." And then the next slide of it is the stick man in prison. This next one is a really good one too. It says, "World News, scientists find cure for pedophilia." Then it has what is supposed to be a scientist holding a gun in his hand. Now, this next one is honestly probably one, if not the favorite reply that I've seen on here, that I've seen some of these posts. It says on here, "You're all valid. Hashtag map positivity, hashtag map pride, hashtag map ally." And then it has a picture of the, you know, pedophile pride flag, okay? And then somebody replied saying, "You're out of the short bus." And then somebody replies to that reply and says, "As a person whose sibling is disabled, the passengers on the short bus don't want her. She can be the speed bump they hit before entering the parking lot." All right. I'm not going to go over any more replies, everybody. Chill out. But getting back to the initial topic at hand, you know, maps, you know, people taking pride in being pedophiles, you know, child molester, whatever. I just gotta say, man, if you are, you know, suffering from this, please go get help, and go get help immediately. All right. If you do, I commend you for your actions. Okay, I will, you know, respect your action of actually going out and trying to get help and assistance for this. But if you're somebody who's ever laid a hand on a child in any sort of inappropriate way, if you're somebody that refuses to go out and get help for this, you know, because this is a psychiatric disorder. It's not a sexuality. It just isn't. It shouldn't. It's something that should never, and I mean never, be accepted. But if you're somebody who really tries to take pride in this, if you're somebody who has never sought help or attempted to seek help, and God forbid lay a hand on a child, then you know what? The way that I see it is, you're the reason that I fucking believe that public hanging should still be a thing. And to all the people out there who are trying to justify pedophilia, I got one thing to say to you. There is no justification to pedophilia. There is no justification to being attracted to children or laying your hands on a child. And one final thought before I end off on this video is, what the hell is Twitter doing about this? Because it doesn't seem like any of these accounts are going away. These accounts are on this platform. They're showing support for pedophilia, and even after being reported numerous times, Twitter has yet to do anything about some of these accounts. So, in other words, does that mean that Twitter may support pedophilia? I don't know. Just a quick thought. Anyways, though, guys, if you want to, I'm super interested to hear what you guys have to say about this whole topic, about Twitter, about maps, yada, yada, yada. So, please, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. But thank you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, please go ahead and smash like. It would be super greatly appreciated. But I'm going to end off here. I love you guys. Stay beautiful. I'll see you all in the next one.